All right, chat, how's it going? All right, let me go get some more power. Hold on. All right, I think I got everything I need now. We can get right into this. Basically, let me see, I'll put this over in here. That'll give me a little bit of juice, I hope. I got 67. And let's see here. Let's take a look at Puerto Rico's. Yeah, Puerto Rico's gave you what? Is that Puerto Rico's? Okay. 204 175. Okay. Okay, Tennessee. You know what? I might have jumped the gun on that. Did I or did I not? No, I sure did. I sure did. That was yesterday. That was yesterday. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Now, Your Tennessee. That's one of my favorite spots because it's the beginning of what's going to happen everywhere. Tennessee. 886 8022 933 1453 706 7386. Okay, so let me see if there's another way I can do this. I think it is. I can do it like this. Okay. I'm going to take a look at that 7386. Seven three eight six 7386 7386. Let me see here if I can put this around here like that. And maybe that'll work a little bit better. Okay. Okay. Okay, this is what I prepared today to last to the 7. 7386 7386 7386 7386 7386. Right here. 7386. Okay. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, this is for investment purposes only. It's the only way that you can use this. Seven, 3, 8, 6. So those numbers you see me tapping on, those numbers will fall right along, right after, right with. 7386. This is 7386 here. That's 7386. That number is very popular. 8743. Right there, 8732. That's 8736 right there. Still looking good. 7386 right there. 7386 right there. Right there. That's a black sheep, 7386. So watch out for that one. That's 7386 right there. That's 7386 right there. 7386 right there. That's 7386 right there. This number is popular. Okay, so it didn't make the cheat sheet. Let's see about the FBTN. So we're looking for 7386. 7386. Let's see here. 7386, 7368. Hmm. 7368. I'm going to remember that. 7368. Okay. 7638. 7683. 7836. 7863. 3678. 3687. 3768. 3786. Watch out for 3786. 3867. Watch out for 3867. 3876. 6378. Watch out for that one. 6387. 6738. 6783. Watch out for 6783. 6837. Watch out for 6837. 6873. 8367. 8376. 8376, extremely strong. 8637. 8673. 8736. 8763. And there you have it. The very last combination. You get to see for yourself where I specifically tell the VIP the first thing you have to do is follow winning instructions. Focus on the top five. One, two, three. Ladies and gentlemen, it gets better than that because look, I said that these will manifest from 9:28 till 10:05. You will still see this number for a few more days. Ladies and gentlemen, listen to this. I also guarantee the number three number will land in your state and of course Tennessee primarily. Guaranteed to fall today. And I have it in writing right here where Michigan Midday on 9/28, the 0954 conveyed all that information to me. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Let's go check out your 706. Your 706, ladies and gentlemen. Your 706. That's the sum of 13. There's your 13 down here. 704. 776. Watch out for 723, ladies and gentlemen. 723, very, very hot. These are your best doubles. 705, Black Sheep. 605, Black Sheep. 703, Black Sheep. But 730 lets you know, hey, it stepped its game up. How many people can see where my stylus is? Top two numbers. Top two numbers. Designed to manifest till October 6th. How many people see that? I don't recommend all of these. These are for people who know what they're doing. I just tell you the first two is what I would do if I were you. Okay, so we did ascertain that, let's see here, that we did, let me flip this back. I'll go back and forth so you can see. Your 706. Ladies and gentlemen, gotta pull this thing back out again here. Big money pattern straight. On time. I said it would manifest between 9:29 to 10:05. I also guaranteed it would go to Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, I also said it would drop in the next 24 to 48 hours. And here's your proof in writing. It's 8:09, okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I guaranteed specifically 706 would fall straight. This is after I had a conversation with 058, and it proves that numbers don't lie. Ladies and gentlemen, hold on, let me see here. All right. 706. You see 058 strong. You see 479 strong and 230. That's all you need to know. Ladies and gentlemen, I said from 926 to 103. I also guaranteed you would see it in Tennessee. Ladies and gentlemen, I guaranteed for today, right here, the number 4 number. 1, 2, 3, 4. 706 straight. That's 2 times, ladies and gentlemen. So if you're doing your due diligence, you're going to see that I'm pretty much on all of my predictions. Okay, so I'm going to take a little step over and we're going to look at what I did 7 hours ago. 7 hours ago, 7 hours ago, I made a promise to my VIP. 7 hours ago, I said that you would see this big money pattern right here show up and show out. First best alternate, ladies and gentlemen, that's a FBA. You'll hear me saying that from time to time. It's always signed with your triple dollar sign. Ladies and gentlemen, if you focus on my top 5 3 digits, you won't have a problem. You'll have one of the most perfect portfolios that any human has ever had when it comes to investing in lottery combinations. Ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, I promise the triple dollar signs would manifest on 10/1. No wait. I also guaranteed you would see this number in Tennessee. I said you would see it drop within the next 24 to 48 hours in most cases. Promise kept to fall today with proof. Okay, let's move on down the line. After I do Tennessee, I always mosey on over to Michigan. 377-1285. All right, so you got your 010. Oh, wrong place. Your 010, your 7486, which we nailed today several times. You'll see that shortly for those who didn't get a chance to see the live earlier. Three, seven, seven, one, deuce, 8, 5. Let's go over into the magic code book. I get up at 4 a.m. to prepare this work, ladies and gentlemen. 1285, 1285, 1285. 1285 right there. 1285, 1285, 1285. You got 1285 and also your 377, 1285 and 377. All right, moving right along. Okay, 377, 377 and 1285. That's 1285. That's 1285. That's 1285. That's 1285 right here. That's 1285. That's 1285. That's 1285. There's that 7843 again. Somebody say boom. Somebody say boom. Somebody say boom, boom, boom. 8251, I guaranteed would fall by 10-5. 8251, I guaranteed would fall by 10-5. Ladies and gentlemen, I make this look relatively easy. That's 1285 right there. That's 1285 right there. We've seen this one before. I'm putting you up on game, ladies and gentlemen. That's 1285 right there. That's 1285 right there. We've seen this one before. Let's see here. 1285. 1285. So one thing that I can tell you for sure, because I'm not seeing that 377, I can guarantee you will see that number over and over and over again. That's 1285. How many times do I got to show you that number before you believe me that it's going to drop? And again, I am providing you with the same numbers, really over and over and over again. That's 1285 for you flips and mirror people. And this would have been if you would have went back yesterday. The 2741 is 1285. The 9821 and the 9851. Your 588 deuce. Great double to run after that combination just dropped. Okay, so now we're going to go and take a look at these combinations. Since we didn't see 377 at all on the cheat sheet, we're going to go directly onto the Discord 377, and you'll see, let's see here, 377, 737, 773. Okay. So we're going to go with the 377. That number will go to Georgia and it will go back to Michigan. So Georgia, Ohio, Michigan, and Florida. Those are the states that you will see 377. But don't exclude the other catalyst states. I'm telling you, you'll see this Georgia, Ohio, you'll see this Florida and North Carolina. That's that 2 states before, 2 states after rule, which works. If you believe that it works, you can actually uh, drop some hearts in there or either type in that you believe that it works because you've seen it work for yourself. Okay, so we got your 377. And this is the beauty of knowing the real deal behind the energy, frequency, and vibration of everything. Like I was explaining earlier today, even the clothes that you wear, they vibrate. You want to wear linen. Linen vibrates at 5,000 hertz. Don't you want to vibrate that high? See, they stopped using linen in the hospitals because it was healing people too fast. They want you to stay in there so they can collect some cash from your ass. Yeah. And that's why they deemed people like myself as warlocks and witches, because we would heal people with pranic healing. We would heal people with the herbs of the land. We're all alchemists. We all came here as alchemists, whether you believe that or not. Okay, so I should have started out with the 4 digit. Watch out for quad fives. Remember the quad fives. Okay, so you're going to see 377. You're going to see 773. We already know this, right? We are going to see 873, triple dollar sign, 736, triple dollar sign. I'm not going to put nothing in between those. I'm going to go straight for the gusto. 504, first number, 8089 and 809, second number. Those are your top two. 491, I'm guaranteeing. 781, I am guaranteeing. The only black sheep I'm going to throw in there is 881. You will see 774 after they drop 773. And these numbers you will see as early as tonight. And this is 377. Michigan evening. VIP members, I will upload these at first thing in the morning. It's just really, really tough, trying to do all of this. And then, when I tell you that it is one thing to be in the body and be able to touch the paper, do things with the pen and paper, and then to be out of the body, can't do nothing with it. So I'm going to put this over to the Discord right now. Then we're going to do your 1285. We didn't even look that one up, but we saw that we nailed it on the cheat sheet. Am I right or wrong? We nailed that on the cheat sheet. 1285, 1285, ladies and gentlemen, straight 1285, 1285. And guess what? And guess what? Look at your boy right now. This is what I am talking about, which makes me extremely happy. When I come out of transcendental meditation, I get to see this just like you for the first time. So I can be excited like you all the time because I'm very seldom wrong. Why? Numbers don't lie. And I show you this every single day. I'm actually so good that they don't want to stop with their attacks. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you notice those triple dollar signs, That's money. I said that they'll manifest from 9:30. Look at that. One day, one day, one day, 1285. Straight. That's two four digits that I called out straight today. So for a quarter, you just made $5,000. Can't beat that with a stick, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot beat that with a stick. Ladies and gentlemen, I did say that these numbers would drop in Michigan. They'll go to your state too. I also guaranteed that it would go to Michigan, which I promise those triple dollar signs you cannot lose. Promised today. Straight with proof that I can do this every single day without fail. The circle indicates that I guaranteed it. STR means that I called it straight. The star or the asterisk just means that I promised that number would fall on today's date, which is 10 1 25. So if you remember, I told you about the 0125 earlier. Don't forget about 0101. That is the sum of 2, 11, and 20. So remember that. And okay, let's move on to Ohio. No, we got to do the 1285 now. We have to do the 1285. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to pay close attention. 1285 was given to me straight when I had a conversation with 6907. Do you believe me now? Can you hear me now? Do you understand, overstand? Energy, frequency, and vibration is way better than flips and mirrors. It's way better than doing a rundown. I don't have to run the numbers down. They run straight to me and have a conversation with me. So, when I was telling people this at 3 and 4 and 5 years old, boy, stop lying. Go to your room. Now look at me. Mm-hmm. But how did he do that? Energy, frequency, and vibration. Ladies and gentlemen, that's how you got here. Energy, frequency, and vibration. Look it up. Become familiar with it. I want you to pay close attention to those quad eights. Look out for 8541 1283 3485. 8158 is triple dollar sign, first best alternate. Okay, let me go out of there and Ladies and gentlemen, watch out for 2581. Watch out for 1285. Now, tomorrow, somebody on TikTok or Facebook will say, he gave that number out last night on YouTube. They do it every single time. Let's see here. 2581. 4376, ladies and gentlemen, 4376. Write that down. And how many people remember I told you what number told me about that number? Why wouldn't I include it to come back? So I'm going to go with 7906 this time. And then I'm going to go with 1925 2588. I'm going to go with 70350394 for the very last number you see, which is a very strong indicator that that number will fall first. Show some love if you know that that number will fall first. Let's see here. I said 2581. Don't want to leave that out. And 4376 is going to be your number 2 number. We are going to say 1285 will repeat. 2588. You know what? Normally I would put that number on fire, but you know what I'm going to do? I should go with the 7906. I'm going to guarantee the 7906. I'm going to guarantee the 7906, and I am. Hold on. 2588. Okay, hold on. 2588, 2588. All right, so I'm going to go 2588. And then I'm going to go 1925. I'm triple dollar signing the 1925. I'll guarantee the 7906 because it helped us out yesterday. It gave us this straight, ladies and gentlemen. Why wouldn't I include that number? Why wouldn't I? But Mr. Bascomb, that number just dropped. It just fell. I told you, they told me. Stop listening to those people. Just get quiet when they say that. They'll figure it out. It's remember triple dollar signs for 1925. 7035 is going to be a very strong combination. It's going to be protecting your 1925 and your 0394. So you will see 2588 and 7906 guaranteed. 4376 1285 2581. I promise you will see those numbers. And this is most cases, ladies and gentlemen. Most cases, you'll see this happening. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty damn surgical with these numbers. This is your 4 digit for Michigan. The number is a 1285. And let's see here. I'm going to take that and put it over into the Discord. Alrighty. So we got Michigan sold up. Do I got some of Tennessee in there or no? Nope, I didn't do anything with Tennessee. All right, let's go straight to Ohio and then I'm going to cut it short. Ohio. Nine three three 706. Pardon me? I'll bring it in when I get off the live. Okay. Uh, that was Tennessee. Ohio was 157. Zero five one. No, I'm sorry. 061. 2332. 0098. I can tell you right now, you're probably going to see 9880. You're going to see 8108. All right, before I even get started, let me go and check these out really quickly. I'm going to go backwards this time and look into the Discord first, which is 0098 0089 0809 0890 0908 0980 8009 8090 8900 9008. Boom, boom, boom. I told you I wouldn't let y'all down. Didn't I tell y'all 9088 would come next? Watch out for 1615. Watch out for 9830. Watch out for 1893, 6543, and 6453. Watch out for 9860. 2177 is the number one number. Now, I said these numbers would manifest the next day. Gave it to you on 9:30, dropped on 10:1. I guaranteed you would see it go to your state and Ohio. Ladies and gentlemen, I said you would see this in the next 24 to 48 hours. Big money pattern on time with proof. Let's go see if we got 9080. And let's go see if we got 9800. Nothing. All right. So what I'm going to do is 0980, 0980, 0980, 0980, or 0089. 0980 is what I'm going to go with. Watch out for 1243. 1243. You know 1243, that's an all state hookup. And we are going to go with your 0980 at 0098. And nope. Watch out for 1273. Hmm. Hmm. 1243. I'm going to put the 1273 on fire. How about that? 1276, triple dollar signs. Hmm. 0980. I need you to watch out for 7667. 7667. Quad sevens. Watch out for quad sevens. Quad sevens. Remember, we talked about the 1277? You better watch out for 1277, a 1122, a 1223, quad ones. All right, let's 4576, 1576, 4576. Remember, we saw that earlier, so we know that's a go. All right, so let's go take this, put it in here. And the number is 0098. And this is Ohio. Evening. 4 digits. These are good till 10-8. You are going to see 0980, 0098, 1576, 4576, 1273, 1276, 1190, 7667, quad sevens, 1277, quad ones, 1122 1223. The very last number you see is 1243. I also like it 1234. And let's see here. Okay. Zero 051, ladies and gentlemen. I can look that one up real quick. 051, 051, 015, 105, 150. This number will drop over and over and over again, so watch out for it. I promised that combination would fall today at 4:17 p.m. on 9/27, ladies and gentlemen. 510 big money pattern combination. 208 number 1432 guaranteed 924. Ladies and gentlemen, focus on my top 5 3 digits, which I promise the top 2 big money patterns will manifest from 927 to 10/4. I also guarantee you would see it debut in your state and Ohio. Promise kept with proof. Again, me making it look easy. Let's go check out the cheat sheet and see what the cheat sheet told us. Watch out for 610. Watch out for 204. Watch out for 502. 215, 710, 560. Watch out, watch out. Watch out for 130. You can see that 105 go to North Carolina. They're looking for the 6. Watch out for 075, 012, 605, 650, 651, 620. That's a Michigan number. Overdue. There's that 130 once again. Watch out for 107. 203 once again. Watch out for 901. Watch out for 101. Watch out for 024. That's 105. Watch out for 5-1 deuce and 5-9-0. Watch out for 401. Watch out for 131. That's 105. Your 230. Watch out for it. 011. Watch out for it. Can we say boom, boom, boom? Promised, ladies and gentlemen. Promised, ladies and gentlemen. Michigan gave it to us, said, hey, look, promise them that number will drop. Promise them it will drop and manifest all the way up until 10-4. It lands on 10-1. So, congratulations to my members who invest in nothing but those top two numbers. Okay, so that was 051. 051. Watch out for 150. Watch out for 918. Of course, you're going to be seeing 051 again. So you're going to see these numbers. For now, it just stretched out another 7 days because it landed today. Let's see your cut. So we said we're going to go 051. And we're going to also go 150. 918 614 729 or 79 deuce. Your 673 will be falling. Watch out for 673. Watch out for 396. I'll put this one right here. Triple eights, ladies and gentlemen. Triple eights. Watch out for your 820. 75 deuce. 883. That should be on fire. Mm. 339, triple dollar sign, very last number you see. You should already know. I just told you that 933 was extremely hot. And 933 dropped in Tennessee. So that means that number is going to continue to keep dropping. Let's put it there. Here we go. Take this out of there. Over here. It was 051. No. I did that all wrong and nobody said anything. We were doing 051 and that's clearly the 061. I knew something was strange about that. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. 061. And I know we saw 061 on the page. 061. I'm going to do that one now since I have it in my reins. 550-797-854-520-698-061. 326. Okay. Okay, this will happen in the next 24 to 48 hours. In most cases, ladies and gentlemen, 797 on fire. 854 triple dollar sign. 520 triple dollar sign. And this is coming from your 3 digits coming out of Ohio 061. I'm glad we got that cleared up. So watch out for 051. Let's see here. Okay. Okay, 010. I called that one. I was just informed that I called the 773 out. 7486, ladies and gentlemen. I know y'all remember the damage that was done with that combination. Let's go take a look. Right there. So you see right there where I guaranteed it from the 5239. You see right there where I guaranteed it again to fall in Michigan on 10/1, made it by the deadline date. Here, we wasn't playing around. 3 times to confirm that it would fall. And ladies and gentlemen, this was within a few hours because as you can see, this was at 10:52 a.m. The number drops at 1 o'clock p.m. Promised with fire. If I'm not mistaken, two, three, three, two. Had our hands all over that one. We called 3322. Watch out for 3322 now. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the 517. Boom, boom, boom. Promised. There's your 633. I promised the only number on fire would fall straight today. That was what? Georgia? Gotta write it in first, don't you? Okay. Let's take a look at what we had going on for Texas. I'll catch us up to speed with Texas and Georgia. Let's see here. I might as well finish up Georgia 633 and what was that? 0640. Okay. After that, they went 949 on us. And after that, they went 5145 on us. And Texas 891. I call 891 out. 007. I call 007 out. I'm going to have to bunch these up a little bit here. Let me see here. 3007. Double O 07. If you remember, I gave you that number earlier while I was live. I also gave you 0894. Let's see here. Is it on this one? That's 0894 right there. Okay, let's go backwards. 9830 is 0894. Eight nine seven four is 0894. Watch out for that 1850. Watch out for that 6587. That's 0894. That's 0894. Boom, 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 black sheep. And ladies and gentlemen, look at this right here. That right there made it real, real simple for somebody who didn't know what to do. I underlined it. I highlighted it. I made sure that you knew that nobody else was going to be playing that combination. I even let you know that I promise the top two will do what they're supposed to do every single day. And I said that these would manifest all the way up until 10-6. That's the cheat sheet for you. Let's go check out what the FBTN said. So we were looking at 0894. That sounds straight, ladies and gentlemen. Watch out for 0794. Okay, 6009 said 0894 would fall straight all the way up until the 29th. That's close, but that's only uh for horseshoes, I think they say, right? Okay, 0489. Watch out. 0498 0849. Ladies and gentlemen, would you look at that right there? If you would have went back yesterday, ran my number one number for two drawings, you would have hit it. Number one. Okay, 08. We did the 0894, so we go 0948. After 0948, 0984. After 0984, we're going to go 4089. After 4089, 4098. After 4098, we're going to go 4809. After 4809, we're going to go 4890. After 4890, we're going to stop right there because we nailed that mother. Look at it right there, ladies and gentlemen. The number two number. Again, numbers will never lie. At least not to Mr. Bascomb, they won't. Look at that. Number two number. How many people know I promise the first two big money patterns? You just got to focus on the top five, four digits because they will manifest from 928 to 10.5. I also guarantee that you would see that combination go to Texas. Ladies and gentlemen, promise kept with proof. I can do this all the time. And 0894, we promised it would fall. Let's check out your 5145 real quick. Watch out for 5164. Watch out for 1455. Okay. One, 4, 5, 3. Okay, 1, 4, 5, 3. 1, 4, 5, 3. Watch out. Watch out. How many times? How many times? Watch out for 3, 4, 1, 3. 4, 3, 1, 4 is my favorite. The 1, 2, 3, 4. The 1, 2, 3, 5. 5, 6, 4, 3. 40, 31. 5, 1, 4, 0. 4365, extremely hot. 3450 is extremely hot. 6154. Okay, no help from the cheat sheet. Let's go see what we was sharing in the Discord. 41453. Where are you, Discord? Mm, 1453 17 1435. 1345 1354. There we go. 24 hours. Very last number you see will always fall first. This is a strategic formula that I designed to work when necessary. Watch out for 9010, 9019. Watch out for 0195. 6287, 9543, 954 deuce, 9130. I would always go with the number one number. And since the very last number you see fell first, I did this yesterday at 2:37 p.m. 6287 told us the triple dollar signs will promise to manifest 9:30 to 10:06, falling within the next 24 to 48 hours in Tennessee. Guaranteed. Proof that the promise was kept. I gotta go and check and see if we did this one right. Let's see here. Okay. $706, I guarantee that would fall straight. I do believe I have it as a promise combination. I'm going to always make sure. 8 hours ago, I promised 760 combination to fall on 10-1. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to call it a night because I got to get up early and go through this all over again. So I will see you in the AM, bright and early, so we can get this done. All right. abundant prosperity in health and in wealth. And I was going to show you guys some numbers here, but I can't find them. It was for the lot till 47, but we'll figure it out. Okay, I'll see everybody in the early part of the day tomorrow. So get you some rest and be ready.